Magdala on the flagpole. It's very beautiful, Magdala. Don't stop. She's getting hassled by these ringnecks. Good afternoon, everybody. Seasons are changing, so I'm out watering. What the video doesn't capture is this delicious smell from the Elysium as I like to call it because it smells divine. And this beautiful wax flower. Smells just like fresh honey. Smells so delicious. That was one surprise I was greeted with when she started flowering out, budding out. Oh my goodness. So yeah, everything's coming back alive. My lovely rose garden. Look at all that bush. That's all poppy. All poppy seeds. In amongst roses. I've never actually put poppies amongst roses, but I put them in there because it was actually before I had created this fence around this part of the garden, because I wanted to get poppy seeds this year, but I didn't, want to risk kangaroos eating them. So it's looking luscious in here. Beautiful stock. Actually, I sell this on my website at worldofalluin.com because this, oh my goodness, stock is just such a staple for me in my garden. You don't even have to be a gardener to grow it. You literally throw the seeds and a few months later, this is what you have. And just one bush. Look at this. See, this is already producing seed right here. Insects love this. I don't know if it's because they're attracted to the scent, but ladybugs especially love them. So everything's coming back to life. Look at all these little shoots on here. Beautiful new red leaves. A couple of little roses here. These are from cuttings. Some have taken, some have kind of died. And 2 new roses. One of my all-time top 3 favorites, Boscobel, right there, it's a David Austin, and Pierre de Ronsard over there. And eventually I'm going to be, cutting more holes along here. I had the thought of putting my proteas in here, but I think for now I'll leave it, and then if I want to do a protea garden somewhere else, I'll do it somewhere else, because I've got a protea there, and I have a protea out this side, and then another little garden here. So it's been a labor of love. The weather has been so sublime lately. And beautiful days, such nice nights. Just done a little quick water in here. Passion fruit, mango, that's kind of an experiment, but she survived the winter. Good girl. Bowen mango. Avocado down there, and these tomato bushes, which have done really well. really took a slog last summer, but now they've come back, produced green tomatoes in autumn, and I have just picked all the ones from autumn. These are new ones now, these little green ones on there. Delicious, delicious tomatoes. And then all this rocket, flat parsley, celery, mint, strawberry. I have also recently planted some cucumber seeds, zucchini, and I've left the tromboncino vine all up here so that when the cucumber climbs, it's got something to climb to. Unfortunately, the tromboncino, she didn't last. So she died off. Thought she might make it through a second year, but oh well, she didn't. And one thing I'm going to show you in a minute is my new water tank that came yesterday. And this is a passion fruit from my late grandmother's place. It's actually an orange passion fruit with a red center. Forgot the name of it. And this is a dolica vine, which came from my great grandmother's property. And they're going to look great around, wrapping around the tank. And then we got some cuttings in here. Gosh, I got all sorts. Got some little rose cuttings here, which have some nice little roots. And then in here, I've got some bougainvillea, and something that's really worked very, very nicely is this here, grevillea. Look at this. Can that zoom in? No. Let me see if I can do it now. Look at that. They are yellow calluses. This grevillea is about to shoot out. And I actually got this grevillea from my local post office. And I thought, well, I'm going to chance my luck. And I'm going to try and grow this from a cutting. And unbeknownst to me, it has taken. And not just one, but there's one down there. So yeah. And here, look at this. Got some gorgeous broccoli I'm going to eat tonight. Some gone to flower, but that's okay because I want to stock up on some seed. And I eat the whole plant. I eat the leaf, saute the leaf, and everything. Some kale down there. One amazing thing that I found sitting here just a few days ago was worms. I pulled up one of these pots and I could not believe my eyes, but I actually found worms for the first time ever. Are there any here? I couldn't believe it. This used to be just flat, compacted rock. And I have layered dirt, I've layered all sorts, and it's taken this long for the worms to come. And this is the thing. I don't really understand how or where they come from. Unless they just somehow, I don't know where they've come from. I have no idea because this ground was like rock. And the only way that they could have come was just, I have no idea. I honestly have to ask the universe about this because I don't know where they've come from. But I was just blown away when I saw a nice big old fat girl and all these little baby ones around her. So they're in here. So this is why, worms are a good sign of very good soil. So I'm so glad that I've built up and created this lovely soil. And here in this pot, I've actually got strawberry tree. This is strawberry tree. This is from my grandmother's place. And this looks like it's going to take as well. I have searched far and wide online for my own tree. I cannot find this anywhere, this strawberry tree. It's actually a little kind of delicate round fruit with a gravelly kind of bumpy exterior, bright red. Listen to those birds. Oh, little darlings. And then you eat it on the inside. Is it native to Ireland? I don't know, but my grandmother had like a 20-year-old tree, and these are cuttings from her place. And I've just sat them in sawdust. And they are looking good. I'm not going to touch them. I don't want to disturb them. And then in here, these are all pomegranates, and they are going to have roots on them not too long from now, because some have calluses on them, and that is a very good sign. So I'm going to have a bunch of pomegranate trees. And then this is kind of like leftover of rose cuttings. Some have taken, some haven't. And yeah, it's a gamble. Always is a gamble though, because this is what gardening's all about. Trying to understand and nurture the plants and, you know, find what works and find what doesn't work. Here's my other protea out here. I have to give her some more water. She had a hard summer, and I've put in some more little cactus looking plants over here. But yeah, it's coming together, but people of Earth, this is how long it takes. And because I don't have that luxury of rain all the time, it's a constant challenge. And you little gardens over here, these are geranium gardens. And another one here. I love nothing more than to come out here at night on sunset and water. Hardenbergia over there. She's looking on the dry side. I think I'm going to have to give her a deep water, not just a sprinkle. They're only new. So this is the new fence. New fence. Look at the lavender. Let's come in through the other side. So lots of work. But oh my goodness, I should have done this first. Build this fence. I wouldn't have to worry about all these kangaroos. And here's another little pretty garden that's kind of blossoming out. Some more geranium, more stock, a few succulents. So just a little pretty garden, and once that gets big, geranium is so lovely. Some poppy, lavender, and here is my big water tank. Oh, it's so big. So right now, I am trying to work out how I'm gonna sort out this guttering, because the tank is actually too high for a gutter. So we're gonna have to go low key. So I have been digging this trench to try and fit this pipe. And you can see the ground is hard. Been a bit of one of those arsehole jobs, but with a good ending. And so because this tank is lower than this tank, it'll be gravity pushed into the new tank. This is a 14,000 litre tank. And we had to push it off a truck yesterday. And here's the new aloe vera. Actually got some flowers. honey eaters love these. Oh, so I've had heaps of those to plant. They actually do very well, but we just need a really good rain to wet them in. Over here, an olive and a pomegranate, which is an Azerbaijan, and she's got shoots on her. And lavender that I planted in winter, which is taken. Now we got little flowers. So watering up. Ooh, look at these birds playing. They have baths in here. They love this garden. They're very friendly. So it's looking promising for a pretty summer. Hollyhock here. Oh my goodness. This has been 2 years in the waiting for this hollyhock to have some flower. I wonder if there's any flower heads coming up through there. Nothing yet. So it's been a real pleasure to finally take down all these round barriers around each fruit tree. There's a little honey. Oh, there's a little blackbird. They come every morning and every night for a bath. Magdala, my little pet magpie, she's already been for breakfast. Sometimes she comes 3 times a day. Breakfast, morning, lunch and dinner. So yeah. Hello, Paige. Hello, pretty girl. She's very tame. She comes probably the closest to any bird. Closest to me. Another little lavender I've planted. So the one thing I have noticed that I've had to work on with these fruit trees is that the ground, even though I've done intense watering, the moisture is not getting to them. So I've had to dig around them and drop the hose in a hole like that I cut around. And we're going to have to do that through the summer because that's the only way we can get deep watering, because otherwise they die. So here, look at all these little daisies that have come up and status on their own. I did not plant them. They have just come up on their own. Down here, got some radish and some garlic. Got a wheelbarrow load of mulch to put down today. I'm trying to work out, it all really needs mulch, but I don't really have much mulch. So trying to work out, I'm probably going to put it up here. And better not step all over this because I've just planted more radish along here. Yeah, but this is a work in progress. Mulching, building, mulching, building. Mulberry here. Pomegranate. Actually got some rapini here. Beautiful looking rapini. Summer is the decider. And then all these other more Elysium down here. Look at them. So pretty. They need a good water as well. Summertime is always the big test. Look how well this olive is doing. Gosh, so this is like 1 year in the ground. So pretty. Might even have fruit next year. And this lavender, like, this is 1 year in the ground. Bees have been loving this. Let me have a smell. Oh my goodness. Smells so good. That's all I want, is just blushes of lavender everywhere. I'm hearing a bee. Don't know where she went. This is what I want, is just bees, lavender. Like, growing for your environment. I'm sure there's plenty of you around the world that, you know, you've got certain plants that you can grow very, very easily in your area. Oh, look at all these rocket flowers. Look at the bees. So busy. Doing her job. Doing a job for the colony. Now I've given her food and sustenance with the flowers. So yeah, gardening is a big job, but it is worth it. This beautiful apricot. So healthy looking. Only a few months old in the ground here, with some poppies on the bottom. Don't think she's going to produce fruit this year, but oh well. Hopefully next year. So this is what it's about, people. Sowing the seeds, growing the garden. It is very rewarding, very pleasurable. We got all sorts in here. Kale, broccoli, rocket. I gotta see. A few things were eaten by the kangaroos. This looks like it's some dill down here. Let me have a smell of that. No? Oh, yes it is. It is dill. And I absolutely love dill. Not many people, well actually, people that I know don't really like dill, but you're kidding, I love dill. Especially with fish or coriander, dill, and mint. I like staples. And you know, eventually once I condition this ground a little bit more, I want heaps of it everywhere. Beautiful flowers. I think I'm just going to put the sprinkler on and just spray this area. But I'll wait for a little while because I'm watering another garden. So people of Earth, little garden update. Hope everyone is well, enjoying the seasons wherever you are in the world, and making the most of your own little garden space, your own little sacred space. This is God's garden. Like, this is so sacred to me. Besides offering service to another human or another being, another animal, there's no more noble job on earth, I think, than taking care of the planet and creating a garden. It's just such a reflection of that perfected energy of God. So it's up there, definitely up there. Little black bird agrees with me. All right, everybody, have a beautiful day. Whatever you're up to, I send you my love and blessings always. Take care.